Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. This is an encore performance. I just put out this video about Tisha B'Av, September 11th, Donald Trump, and the collapse of the Wall Street market that is being foreshadowed. Again, Donald Trump selected as president, announced as the president-elect November 9th, the anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall. The presidential candidate who ran on building a wall. The riddle is Wall Street. And check this out. I missed something huge. I was talking about Tisha B'Av, which has to do with the destruction of the two temples, how September 11th was a recreation of this historical moment in Jewish history, how after September 11th the market collapsed, and how throughout history intentional market collapses have been used to steer people into war. What I totally forgot is that not only does Tisha B'Av equal 911 like 911, as well as 134, this number that has to do with destruction, House of Cards also has gematria of 134. And with regards to Donald Trump, the casino manager from New Jersey, being the president of the United States, again, one more time, New Jersey has the gematria of 119, like 911 in reverse. Also 47 like Trump, like president, like how everything in D.C. is coded 47 because it's a significant number to Freemasonry, number of foundation. Anyhow, check this out with regards to House of Cards. The president in House of Cards is Underwood, a name with gematria of 47 and 119, like president, like Trump. The name Donald also has Jewish gematria of 119, announced as the 45th president on the anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall, a date that's written 9/11, like 911 Tisha B'Av in most parts of the world. And real quick, what I want to show you is all the 47 in Washington, D.C. President's 47, White House is 47, government is 47, authority is 47, D.C. is 47, France is 47, Washington, D.C. laid out by a 33rd degree Scottish Rite Freemason from France, L'Enfant, who built the roads to have a 47 degree intersection pointing right at the White House. D.C., built by a Freemason, built by the numbers, lined up with the stars. 47 comes back to time. The tropics, which tell time, which measure the solstices, 47 degrees apart. So anyhow, check this out. Not only do Underwood and President, the fictional president, and the current, TV actor who's now the president, have matching name gematria. Donald Trump, casinos, House of Cards, Kevin Spacey. Look at this. I've been documenting this all year. I have videos on this if you want to go back and watch, but now we're putting it all together. The House of Cards teaser trailer, which is going to come out in May Sun, under the May Sun, coming out this month in May. Look at this. House of Cards, the trailer was announced January 20th, Inauguration Day. It debuts May 30th, 130 days later. Washington, 130. Kevin Spacey, who plays Frank Underwood, 130. How perfect. In Season 4, Episode 4 of House of Cards, the president is assassinated. Donald Trump is the 44th person to be president. There were 44 kings of ancient Israel. Tisha B'Av's the destruction of the two temples, ancient Israel. What Masonry is based in, Solomon's temple. Recent article on May 11th, Saturn Day. Donald Trump's campaign was 511 days. House of Cards star says show can't out crazy Trump. This was on a date with 53 numerology. House of Cards also has the gematria of 53. And let me put it up here one more time. Tisha B'Av also has the gematria of 53. Tisha B'Av 134, like House of Cards. You see? You see? Here's something from House of Cards that mirrors what happens in our media. This is supposed to be ISIS of House of Cards, Islamic Caliphate organization. Notice the guy looks white, just like how ISIS people always look white. Islamic Caliphate Organization equals 137, which is the 33rd prime number. Look at this. Washington, D.C., 137, American Meridian Authority, Morals and Dogma. Albert Pike with his statue with Morals and Dogma under his arm, the 33rd degree Scottish Rite Freemason. Their headquarters in D.C., like the nation's capital. In that book, he says Masonry owes all to Kabbalah, the Jewish mysticism that says God created the world with language when he merged the letter with the number. White House Government 137, 137, the 33rd prime, all ISIS propaganda coded out with 33. Masonry 33, secrecy 33, false flag. And this family, in this show, it's the Miller family that gets rescued. And look at what time Kevin Spacey goes on TV at. 137. Just like they do in our own media. 137, the 33rd prime. House of Cards is created by the same people who create the propaganda and the narratives that we think are real, including Donald Trump as the president. Donald Trump as the president is no more realistic than Kevin Spacey as the president. Donald Trump is an actor living out an agenda that is not his. He's just a puppet, just like Kevin Spacey does what the writers tell him. It's no different, and it's the same writers. Zionist Jews, the same people who control media, Hollywood, banking, government. They're the gang. They're the Illuminati. This is how they do it. So anyway, Truth Seeker, I have a lot of posts on House of Cards, but I'll keep this one short and sweet because I've already pumped out the videos today. Just understand, it's being foretold. At the end of 2016, the market was up 13.4%, telling us it's about to collapse. Always the rise before the fall. Those who don't know history are doomed to repeat it. And with regards to Tisha B'Av being 911 and talking about 33, 911 is the 156th prime. When you write out 33, it sums to 156. Dow Jones 33. Will we see the collapse of the Dow in May? I don't know. I think it's going to happen later in the year, honestly. But Dow has the gematria 42 like May, like Freemason, like NYC where it's located. For the record, their symbol is the bull on Wall Street, which has the gematria 47. Again, the number that represents time. Very important to the Masonic symbolism. The Mason, their legs kicked out at 23.5 degrees on the Freemason compass. 47 degrees of separation, just like the tropics. 23/5 is a way to express the date May 23rd. That's the 143rd day of the year. Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, 143. Just like how calendar is 58, like Gregorian. Numbers of Freemasonry. It's not hard to see who created the language, who set up the calendar we're on. It's all ritual. All right, Truth Seeker. If you missed the earlier videos, check them out. Pumping out the knowledge, Truth Seeker. You got to know what's up. New Jersey, tribute to 9/11. New Jersey, 119. A plane crash hits two buildings 119 days before September 11th. That's what just happened on May 15th. If you guys don't know, if you're new here, I've put out over 40 videos in the last week, all on things going on in the world, showing how the whole script is rigged. News, sports, presidents, baseball players retiring, buying baseball teams with members of the Bush dynasty. You don't even know, Truth Seeker. Deaths of Bob Marley and Peter Tosh, murder by numbers. There's a lot going on here, Truth Seeker. That was just half the videos I put out in the last week. You got to go to page 2 to see the rest. They're all worth watching. Until next time.